Right friends, welcome back to questions and answers. Banking, this is 31st week. This is from 27th July to 2nd August and let us look at the first question. Banks should ensure 100% liquidity coverage ratio by, the answer here is January 1, 2019. You may ask a question, what is liquidity coverage ratio? Liquidity coverage ratio is the liquid assets, or you can say which can be converted to cash. That means high quality liquid assets which can be converted to cash without much difficulty, and under the 30-day stress scenario, how much banks are needed? That is liquidity coverage ratio. Suppose under the worst circumstances, State Bank of India needs rupees 100 crore for 30 days. As per the Basel norms, this 100 crores or 100% of liquidity coverage ratio is to be ensured by January 1, 2019. As per the RBI guidelines, 60% of liquidity required under 30-day stress scenario is to be ensured by January 1, 2015, subsequently 70% by January 1, 2016, 80% by January 1, 2017, 90% by January 1, 2018 and 100% by January 1, 2019. That means under the worst circumstances, bank required funds, that is for 30 days, how much money is required, that is to be ensured by 1st January 2019. So the liquidity coverage ratio 100% is to be ensured by January 1, 2019. Right, look into the next one. There are news reports that Apple is in discussion with the world's biggest luxury car seller. The answer here is BMW. Till last year, the world's biggest luxury car seller is BMW, closely followed by Audi and Mercedes-Benz. BMW, Audi and Mercedes-Benz, these three are the luxury car makers in the world. And last year, BMW was leading slightly ahead of Audi. Please don't forget, in the month of April, Audi overtaken BMW in the month of April 2015. But the point here is, there are news reports that Apple, all of you are well aware about Apple, iPhone, and Apple is in discussion with the world's biggest luxury car seller BMW to enter into the space of car manufacturing. Apple wants to enter car manufacturing, especially luxury car manufacturing. And please don't forget, BMW, Audi as well as Mercedes-Benz, all three are Germany based. Please don't forget. Look into the next one. Name the bank which launched Dhanchayat. Dhanchayat is the education film indicating the difficulties persons are required to face when people are borrowing money from money lenders at high interest rates. When people are borrowing money from unorganized sector, the difficulties people are required to face, that is all about this Dhanchayat, that is education film, and the answer here is HDFC launched an education film Dhanchayat in several languages. Look into the next one. Volvo Auto India plans to increase dealership network by 40% in 2015. Volvo is the truck and bus manufacturer based in Sweden. The answer here is Sweden. They want to enter, they want to make a big entry, they want to make the presence bigger in the country by expanding their network. So the answer here is Sweden. So Volvo is a Sweden based company. Right, look into the next one. Navayuga Engineering Company Limited will develop 2 ports in the east coast of India. One will be near Machilipatnam in Andhra Pradesh. Navayuga Engineering Company Limited, they already developed Krishnapatnam port in Nellore district of Andhra Pradesh. They are now planning to develop 2 ports, One is near Machilipatnam in Andhra Pradesh. The second port will come up near Astaranga. This is in Puri district of Odisha. This is in the Puri district of Odisha. This is Astaranga port, and this is near the mouth of river Devi to Bay of Bengal. River Devi, it is the distributary of Mahanadi. Initial stages it is called Kadjori or Katajori river. Subsequently it is called Devi river, and near the mouth of Devi river into Bay of Bengal, this Astaranga place is located. And please look into this picture, and Navayuga Engineering Company is planning to develop Astaranga port. This is in Puri district of Odisha, please don't forget. Which of the following can facilitate conversion of debt into equity for the lenders such as banks which gave loans to companies? After giving loans to companies, companies may fail to pay back to banks. That is, if the companies are not servicing their loans, then recently Reserve Bank of India devised Strategic Debt Restructuring, SDR, Strategic Debt Restructuring. Under this, the company's equity is to be taken by the lenders. That means lenders have given money to company, and banks or lenders can become owners of the company by taking equity or by converting debt into equity. That is possible because of strategic debt restructuring, which was brought by Reserve Bank of India recently, and we discussed in detail about strategic debt restructuring in our lecture classes, right? So the answer here is the rules and regulations which facilitate conversion of debt to equity for the lenders is strategic debt restructuring or SDR. So the answer here is SDR. Name the person who conferred with the IMC Distinguished Alumni Award 2015. IMC is Indian Management Council. Here the answer is R.S. Sodhi. You may ask, who is R.S. Sodhi? He is the Managing Director of Gujarat Cooperative Milk Marketing Federation, or which manufactures Amul brand of food products. If I say Amul, all of you are familiar, but if I say Gujarat Cooperative Milk Marketing Federation, you may not be aware, but please don't forget, Amul is manufactured by Gujarat Cooperative Milk Marketing Federation, and its Managing Director R.S. Sodhi got this award. Look into the next one. High level committee headed by Justice A.P. Shah submitted 66-page report on the applicability of minimum alternate tax on foreign institutional investors. In the budget, Union Finance Minister announced minimum alternate tax will not be there on foreign institutional investors from April 1, 2015. In the budget for the year 2015-16, the Finance Minister announced that there will not be minimum alternate tax on the foreign institutional investors from April 1, 2015. But prior to April 1, 2015, some notices were sent by income tax authorities to FIIs. Some notices were sent by income tax authorities to FIIs to pay minimum alternate tax. And to solve this problem, Justice Ajit Prakash Shah Commission, Justice Ajit Prakash Shah was the former Chief Justice of Delhi High Court, and at the same time he is the chairman of 20th Law Commission, and a committee was appointed, and recently he gave the report, and the report is not made public. It is still kept secret, and recently he gave the report, and AP Shah Commission gave 66-page report on applicability of minimum alternate tax on foreign institutional investors for the period prior to April 1, 2015. Look into the next one. In stock exchanges, if the buyer and the seller belongs to the same entity, it is known as self-trade. If the buyer and the seller belongs to same entity, somebody is buying the shares, somebody is selling the shares, and both the parties belongs to same group with some ulterior motive. They want to raise the share price. So, under such circumstances, the transactions comes under self-trade. Answer here is self-trade. Central government has created a special fund with the NABARD with a corpus of rupees 2000 crore to make affordable credit to food parks or for setting up of agro processing units. For setting up agro processing units or for food parks, credit will be made available at lesser interest rates, and 2000 crore rupees corpus is kept with the NABARD. Right? The answer here is 2000 crores. For Kharif marketing season 2015-16, rice procurement target is kept at 30 million tons. Every year, Kharif season, rice procurement is done, Rabi season wheat procurement is done. Who monitor these things? The coordinating agency is Food Corporation of India. FCI is the coordinating agency, and for this rice procurement, the target kept is 30 million tons for this Kharif season. Right, friends? Name the bank which signed documents for setting up the Kukuza Project Development Company to facilitate Indian participation in infrastructure projects in Africa. In Africa, several infrastructure projects are coming up, and Exim Bank, which is interested in the investments in Africa, has signed documents for setting up the Kukuza Project Development Company to facilitate India's participation in the investment projects in Africa. Exim Bank is Export Import Bank of India, established in the year 1982 under the Exim Bank Act 1981. Headquarters is in Mumbai, please don't forget. During the year 2014-15, gold imports stood at 916 tons. For the past few years, our gold imports are hovering between 800 to 1000 tons, and the previous year 2014-15, gold imports stood at 916 tons. Please don't forget, Indians are holding gold anywhere between 20,000 tons to 40,000 tons, right? Look into the next one. BNP Paribas purchased brokerage firm Sharekhan. Sharekhan is the Indian brokerage firm, one of the important Indian brokerage firms, and Sharekhan was purchased by BNP Paribas for the reported sum of rupees 2000 crore, right? And this BNP Paribas belongs to France. It is Paris-based bank. Look into the next one. Recently, SEBI, Securities and Exchange Board of India, cancelled the license of Sahara Mutual Fund. All of you are well aware about Sahara India Parivar. Sahara has to pay back to the depositors 24,000 crores of rupees along with the interest. Sahara has to pay back to the depositors 24,000 crores of rupees along with interest. Under these circumstances, SEBI recently cancelled the license of Sahara Mutual Fund. Name the financial institution with whom Axis Bank signed $200 million 7-year bilateral loan agreement. Axis Bank signed a loan agreement with Asian Development Bank. Why Axis Bank take a loan from ADB? Because when they take a loan from multilateral institutions, the interest rate will be less. That is the main reason. Now, Axis Bank signed a 7-year bilateral loan agreement with Asian Development Bank for $200 million. Answer here is ADB. Please don't forget. Name the Indian who is appointed as the Vice President for Private Sector and Co-Finance Operations in Asian Development Bank. Diwakar Gupta, an Indian who has a wide experience in banking operations. He was the Chief Financial Officer of State Bank of India during 2011 to 2013. He was appointed the Vice President for Private Sector and Co-Financing Operations in ADB. Look into the next one. Hindusin Bank, that is Hinduja Group Bank, right, started in the year 1994. Hindusin Bank purchased a diamond and jewellery loan portfolio from Royal Bank of Scotland at a value of rupees 4,100 crores. Hindusin Bank purchased a diamond and jewellery loan portfolio business from Royal Bank of Scotland. Royal Bank of Scotland, or RBS, is a UK based bank, and it is a publicly owned bank. That means majority of ownership is with the UK government in Royal Bank of Scotland, and it started the process of privatizing that bank. Royal Bank of Scotland is going to be privatized shortly, and government's share, that means the government of UK share, is going to be reduced day by day, and under these circumstances, IndusInd Bank purchased a diamond and jewellery loan portfolio from Royal Bank of Scotland at a value of rupees 4,100 crores. Look into the next one. Name India's largest urban cooperative bank. Right, as per the news reports, Saraswat Cooperative Bank, which was started in the year 1918. Saraswat Cooperative Bank, started in the year 1918, is the largest urban cooperative bank which has its operations in 6 states with around 260 branches across the country. That is 6 states in the country. Right friends, look into the next one. Name the state where the SARFAESI Act cannot be enforced in view of the judgment given by the High Court. Probably this may be a big blow to the banks operating in Jammu and Kashmir. Jammu and Kashmir High Court recently stated that SARFAESI Act cannot be enforced in Jammu and Kashmir because Jammu and Kashmir has got separate constitution. Article 370 gives special powers to Jammu and Kashmir. Under these circumstances, in view of special provisions, Jammu and Kashmir High Court stated that SARFAESI Act cannot be enforced in Jammu and Kashmir. Probably this is a blow to the banking system in the state of Jammu and Kashmir. Name the private sector bank which has 1600 micro ATMs and plans to double this figure during this financial year. This is HDFC Bank. They want to double this figure. They have 1600 micro ATMs. So please look into this picture. Micro ATM. Business correspondent can do banking operations by taking this micro ATM because the provision of providing ATM in rural areas is costly affair. Instead of ATM, they can use this micro ATM and accounts can be opened, cash can be transferred by using this micro ATM. So the answer here is HDFC Bank. Name the world's slimmest smartphone as claimed by the firm. As claimed by the firm Vivo, the slimmest smartphone is 4.75 millimeters thick. That is Vivo's X5 Max. Look into the next one. Name the bank which unveiled the centenary logo recently. Centenary logo of Karur Vysya Bank was unveiled by GM Rao, chairman of GMR Group of Industries, and this is the private sector bank with headquarters in Karur in Tamil Nadu, established in the year 1916. Karur Vysya Bank recently unveiled the centenary logo, please don't forget. Last question, name the digital wallet launched for online shopping by Citibank India and MasterCard in India. That is the Citi Master Pass. Nowadays, digital wallet became the norm, and in view of this, this digital wallet is launched by Citibank India and MasterCard in India. The name of the card is Citi Master Pass. Please don't forget. Right friends, with this, let us conclude questions and answers banking and have a nice day. Thank you.